Hi children, today I am going to explain about the remaining part in acids, bases and salts from 10th class lesson. In first two videos, 66% of this lesson completed. Now remaining part, this is the last video for this lesson. Already in last class, last topic was pH. What is pH? What is pH scale? And based on the pH values, how can you separate the given substance, either acid, base or neutral? And last one, that is the pH values for different substances based on one table is given in our textbook. Next one, importance of pH. In our daily life, where we use the pH values. First one, generally for this one, plants and animals. What the pH value importance on the plants and animals? It is simply write like this: acid rain. Acid rain. So first what acid rains? What is acid rain, sir? Generally we know that we know that rain. Rain means water coming from the clouds. Simply water is coming from the clouds and reach to the surface of the earth. But in that process, nowadays we know that most of the countries and most of the metro cities are totally polluted due to the vehicles and factories. Mainly these two are the main reasons: vehicles and factories. For example, this is the earth surface. This is the earth surface. And these are the clouds. When the rain water coming from the clouds, that is the pure water. That is the pure water. If you check the rainwater, the pH value is equal to 7. pH value is equal to 7 because it is a 100% neutral molecule or neutral substance. But in the polluted areas, once you check the pH value of the rainwater, that rainwater value is 5.6. 5.6 means it is very less than 7. Very less than 7. Why? Very simple. In the polluted areas, from the factories, so many number of poisonous or polluted gases are entered into the air. What type of acids means? Carbon, sulfur, nitrogen oxides. These gases are available. So carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide from carbon, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide gases, NO2, N2O. This type of gases we are observed in the air. These are all polluted gases. These polluted gases reacts with water coming from the clouds. I will give two examples for this one. When water molecules are combined with CO2, it is converted to H2CO3. H2CO3. This is carbonic acid. Second one, this one, H2O plus SO3 gives rise to H2SO4. It is also an acid. That's why when the rain coming from the clouds reacts with the polluted gases present in the air, that air, pure water is converted to acid water. That's why we call it is a acid rain. One more example, when water is reacted with nitrogen oxide gives HNO3, nitric acid, right? So this acid rain can damage the animals and plants, and especially animals means aquatic animals, simply fishes. In seas, so many types of fishes are there. but those are affected by the acid rains. Why? That acid rains directly enter into rivers, canals, seas and oceans. Are you understand? So what is the pH value of acid rain? That is 5.6. 5.6. So less than 5.6 means, actually this is the margin. Less than 5.6, that is very harmful for plants and especially aquatic animals. Okay, this is the first importance of pH. Second one, tooth decay. Tooth decay. We know about our teeth. Actually, every day morning, I think all the students, teachers, and maximum all the human beings, seriously, okay, brushing completed. Why you have to do that one? Only one reason. Every day, a morning session, afternoon means breakfast, lunch, dinner, we are eating something. But in most of the cases, our food contains acid materials, carbohydrates. Okay, for example, curries. Most of the curries used oil. Without oil, we could not make any curry. Okay, so directly that acid is entering into our mouth, and some part of the acid leave at the middle of the tooth artery. Teeth artery. Okay, so for removing that acid particles, just you are brushing. What is the paste? Paste is basic in nature. Paste is basic in nature. That basic substance react with acid present in our mouth. It is neutralize our mouth and cleaning our mouth. That's why our elders told to us, after eating meals, after completing your meals, washing your mouth with water, because it removes acid particles present in our mouth, right? So tooth decay means, actually in our tooth enamel means it is a surface is present, one surface is present in our teeth. That surface is very strong. It is made up with calcium phosphate. Okay, calcium phosphate formula, actually CaPO4. PO4 3 plus Ca2 plus. So Ca3 PO4 twice. This is calcium phosphate formula. Our tooth enamel made up with a strong calcium phosphate. Okay, it is one of the hardest substance in our body. It does not dissolve in water. Because every time nearly 2 or 3 liters of water enter into our body through our mouth. If it is dissolved in water, there is no surface, enamel surface. Some persons gym woman lagutundi antara for sensitive advertisement. Gym woman lagutundi ante our teeth enamel, the surface is somewhat corroded. That's why we observed that such type of different feel, right? So this one corroded only in the case of not a proper brushing, not a proper washing, not proper cleaning our mouth. That's why the pH in the mouth, that is, if it is reached to 5.5, if the pH of the mouth is reached to the 5.5, then definitely our enamel or the surface of the calcium phosphate, our protection of the mouth, protection of our teeth is corroded. Corroded ante aa pora potundi. Okay na? So because bacteria is present, that acid particles, that acid is present in our the parts, that is releases some bacteria. That bacteria affect our tooth enamel. That's why every day you must be completing your brushing and also concentrate on the after completing the meals cleaning our mouth. Okay, this is the second importance. Third importance, digestive system. Digestive system. Digestive system. Okay, every day for most of the people maintain minimum 3 times. Some maximum students maintain 4 times, even snacks also included. Okay, in our digestive system, for every day our metabolism maintain a perfect platform. Okay, so for morning, for example, every day 8 o'clock breakfast time is exactly 8 o'clock. It releases some acid in our stomach. After, for example, 12:30, our lunch time, exactly at 12:30 p.m., our stomach releases acid. That is, HCl is released for the digesting our food. Digesting our food. That's why most of the our neighbors or ఎవరు పెద్దవాళ్ళు ఏమని చెప్తారు అన్నా టైమింగ్ భోజనం చేయండి చెప్తారు. మెయింటైన్ టైమింగ్. Why? Otherwise, if you does not maintain proper timing for our meals, it is directly affecting our stomach, means gastric problems. It causes gastric problems and also affecting our total system also. We know that bomb antam kada. Okay, it is also due to that proper, if you did not maintain the proper timings, it releases some gas. Okay, so digestive system means every day our stomach releases our breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time some acid. If you are not eat at a proper time, that acid is present in our stomach. So if you eat the proper time, that acid is used for the digesting that food material. Otherwise, it is remains present in our stomach. Means acid means pH value is low. Means actually in our stomach some pH value it maintains, but the pH value is lower. pH value lowers means acidic nature is increases. If acidic nature is increases means we feel some pain. For that relieving that pain, we take some antacids. That word is antacids. Antacids means the acids. Antacids. So that material is acting against acids. So those are basic in nature. In most of the antacids, magnesium hydroxide base is present. This one name is, commercial name is milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia. These bases are neutralize excess acid present in our stomach. Otherwise, pH value is lower, it causes pain. Right? Next one, fourth one, pH of soil. pH of soil means for agriculture purpose, we have taken only some areas are used for the agriculture. Why we are not prefer all the surfaces? The reason is some are only suitable for some crops. If you take any soil material, just a small little amount, and dissolve in the water. After dissolving the water, filtrate that substance, filtrate that one, and that filtrate check with filter paper or universal indicator. It gives the different one color. It indicates that what is the pH of the soil. Generally, nowadays we used number of fertilizers. Okay, those are acidic in nature. That after cropping, after completed that one, we observe that acidic nature on the soil. That acidic nature is neutralized by adding some basic materials. Most of the basic materials are added before cropping. So that is pH value is also affecting the soil. Self-defense by animals and plants. Self-defense means we know that తేనెటీగ. If the sting of honeybee contains acid, that's why we feel irritation. So honeybee is protected itself by using stings. And second one, some plants are there. The plant is nettle plant, రేగిడి మొక్క. It is also contains methanoic acid. It is also contains formic acid. Formic acid is nothing but methanoic acid. This is the formula of methanoic acid or formic acid. That's why if you touch that nettle plant, it causes some burning pain. Third one, dog plant. Dog plant. It is also protects itself by releasing some acid. So that's why some animals and plants are self-defense by containing or releasing acids. Next topic, salts. I have to explain how the salts are formed. Generally, salts are formed by the reaction between acid and base gives rise to salt and water. Okay, this is about salt formation. So what is the nature of salt? Salts are neutralized materials, neutralized compounds. So most of the salts are neutral, but due to the reaction environment of acidic and basic nature, some acids are stronger, some acids are weaker, some bases are stronger. So due to the combination of these two, that salts nature is depends. Some examples for salts. This is potassium sulfate. It contains K plus and SO4 2-. This is sulfate ion. This is potassium ion. Okay, this is sodium sulfate. This is calcium sulfate. This is magnesium sulfate. This is copper sulfate. This is sodium chloride. This is sodium nitrate. This is sodium carbonate. This is ammonium chloride. Simply, most of the salts are neutralization. These are produced by the neutralization of acid with base. And electrically these are neutral. Electrically neutral means that positive and negative charges are balanced. For example, here K2 means 2 K plus ions and SO4 2- ion combined together. So what is the total charge of positive? What is the total positive charge? 2 into plus 1 plus 2. And what is the total negative charge? -2. So electrically neutral. And in those, number of salts are present, but in that one, NaCl is the most important salt. Okay, next topic, NaCl, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is generally used the common word, common salt, rock salt or table salt. So common salt is the common word for the NaCl. Where it is used in most of the cases means in cooking purpose, for enhancing the taste of the food, we use NaCl. Uppu vestam, uppu antene NaCl. Okay, it gives the taste for the food, but don't use excess of salt. It increases our BP and sugar levels also. Right. It actually most of the salts, most means what type of salts? Halogenated salts. That is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, NaCl, NaBr, NaI. That's all Kf, KCl. So these type of salts are coming from the sea. But in that salts, actually in sea, most of the salts are present. But NaCl is the predominated salt. Means most of the or maximum percentage NaCl is present in the sea. That's why salts coming from the sea only, separating the salt water from the sea, and some tanks are formed in the summer season, that water is evaporated, only salt is present, but crystallized salt is present, that is converted into powdered salt. Okay, and also it is main raw material for the preparation of sodium hydroxide, sodium bicarbonate or baking soda, sodium carbonate or washing soda, and CaCO, or bleaching powder. The preparation of these type of compounds we use NaCl, right? NaOH, sodium hydroxide. How it is prepared in the laboratory? By using common salt. Generally, when electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of NaCl. Aqueous solution means water containing NaCl. It is simply called as brine. Generally, brine solution means 10% NaCl is called brine solution. So this 10% NaCl, through the 10% NaCl solution, passing electricity. After passing electricity, it is decomposed to NaOH. Okay, this process is called chlor-alkali process. Chlor-alkali process means chlorine is one of the product in this process, and alkali means NaOH. This is the base. Alkali is nothing but base. So NaOH is another product. That's why after the electrolysis of brine solution, it gives chlorine, NaOH, and also one more product is there, that is hydrogen. These three are the products. That's why this process is simply called chlor-alkali process. Now I will explain the process. Actually, one cell is present. In that cell, two electrodes are present. These two electrodes are connected to a battery. One electrode acts as anode. Another electrode acts as cathode. Okay, now take brine solution in that tube. Brine solution means that is 10% NaCl. So 10% NaCl means 10 parts NaCl is present, remaining 90% only water is present. So it is an aqueous solution of NaCl. Okay, after switch on the battery, current is passing into the solution, to the electrodes. After passing that one, this aqueous NaCl means NaCl is one compound and H2O is another compound. These two are present. These two are dissociated as Na plus Cl minus. At the same time, H2O is also dissociated as H plus OH minus. Okay, but two electrodes are there. At anode, generally at anode oxidation takes place. Oxidation means loss of electrons. So this chlorine, actually how many number of Cl minus ions are there? Infinity number of. Because we don't know, if you take one glass of water, how many water molecules are there means there is no value, perfect value, because we use just infinity, means more number of H2O molecules are present. Similarly, how many Cl minus means more number of Cl minus is present. But two Cl minus ions lost two electrons. After losing two electrons, actually Cl means one chlorine atom, but Cl minus means it gains one extra electron. If lost that extra electron, it is converted to Cl atom. If you take two Cl minus ions, the two Cl minus ions loses two electrons. This is also lost that electron. This is also lost one electron. So these two are converted to Cl and Cl. These two are combined together to give Cl to gas. So at anode, Cl to gas is produced. But at cathode, generally at cathode, reduction takes place. Reduction means gaining of electrons. These H plus ions two H plus ions gains the two electrons and converted to H2. Actually H plus means lost one electron. If you give one electron, it is converted to H. So if you take how many H plus ions? Two H plus ions. The two H plus ions converted to two hydrogens. These two are combined together to give hydrogen gas. Okay, right. So at anode, chlorine gas is produced. At cathode, hydrogen gas is produced. So this is the products. Now, what are the remaining? Na plus OH minus. These two are combined together to give NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Simply, the overall equation for this one, 2 moles of NaCl means this is the total brine solution. NaCl and water is present. These two are involved in the electricity. They produce 2 NaCl plus H2 plus Cl2. This is the overall reaction. Right? So by using NaCl, we can prepare. I made a mistake. NaOH, sodium hydroxide, hydrogen gas, and also chlorine gas. Right? So in our textbook, hydrogen gas, one diagram is given here. What are the uses of hydrogen? Hydrogen is used as fuel, and also margarine, ammonia for fertilizers. Means preparation of this hydrogen is used for the preparation of other compounds. For chlorine, actually chlorine is used in water treatment, purification of water, and swimming pools for purification of water. PVC, the preparation of polyvinyl chloride. Disinfectants, purugumandu. Chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons means aeroplanes, jet planes releases some gas backside. Those gas contains chlorofluorocarbons, very dangerous, and also pesticides, right? NaOH. NaOH is used for the preparation of soaps, detergents, and also paper making and artificial fibers. So first initially use NaCl for preparing these three, but these three are used for the preparation of the other compounds. That's why common salt is very useful for us. Next one, bleaching powder. What is the formula of bleaching powder? CaOCl2. This is the formula of bleaching powder. How it is prepared? For preparation of bleaching powder, chlorine is the one of the raw material. But that chlorine is obtained from the electrolysis of brine solution. In the preparation of NaOH, chlorine is one of the byproduct. That chlorine is used for the preparation of bleaching powder. Chlorine is reacts with, this is, we know that very well, calcium hydroxide, lime water or slaked lime. When chlorine is reacts with slaked lime, it gives bleaching powder CaOCl2 and H2O. This is the preparation of bleaching powder. Okay, what are the uses of bleaching powder? Actually, it is used in the textile industry. Textile industry means buttle. It is used for the bleaching the cloths. Bleaching the cloths. One of the most important uses means clean that cloths, gives a perfect cloth. And also it is used as a oxidizing agent. It is used as an oxidizing agent in most of the chemical reactions. Oxidizing agent means it undergoes reduction. Reduction means loss of gain of electrons. Okay, and third one. We know that bleaching powder is used for the disinfecting drinking water. Disinfecting drinking water. We common best use of the bleaching powder. For the cleaning the water, we are adding bleaching powder. It disinfecting means it kills the germs present in our drinking water, right? It is used for the preparation of chloroform. It is used for the preparation of chloroform. What is the chloroform formula? CHCl3. Generally, chloroform. In biology laboratory, you observe chloroform. The dead animals stored in the chloroform. In olden days, chloroform is used for the anesthetic. And okay, these are the uses of bleaching powder. Next one, baking soda, baking soda, baking soda, vanta soda, karam soda. What is the formula of baking soda? NaHCO3. Okay, what is the main use in our general life means it is used for the faster cooking. కొన్ని ముద్దాలు మాంసం ఉడకదు ఇంటి దగ్గర, అప్పుడు ఈ వంట సోడా తీసుకొచ్చి వేస్తారు కొంచెం వేగంగా ఉడకడం కోసం, మటన్ అలాంటి వాటి కోసం. ఓకే, హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ప్రిపేర్డ్? వెరీ సింపుల్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో ఫ్రమ్ కామన్ సాల్ట్, NaCl, వాటర్, carbon dioxide and ammonia. It gives NaHCO3 and NH4Cl. Just practice this equation. And what is the nature of baking soda? It is a mild, non-corrosive base. Simply, it is a mild base. Sir, why it is called base, sir? Means actually, still it is a replaceable hydrogen is present. But this is coming from H2CO3 plus NaOH. Actually, NaOH is a strong base. H2CO3 is a weak acid. This H2CO3 reacts with strong base. It gives NaHCO3 plus H2O. So it is acts as a small amount of basic in nature. Next, what are the uses of baking soda? Generally, in heating process, it releases carbon dioxide. It releases carbon dioxide. That's why breads, cakes, they become very soft due to the release of carbon dioxide. For making bread or cake, you must be use baking soda. Otherwise, they become very strong. Okay, it is difficult to eat. Right. Second one. Used as antacids because due to the basic nature it is used as a antacid, means neutralize the excess acid. Second one, mild antiseptic. ఎక్కడైనా కాలిపోయినప్పుడు పైన we apply NaHCO3. Okay, that's why it is an antiseptic. Fourth one, fire extinguisher. ఎక్కడైనా మంటలు వస్తున్నా సరే దీని వేయడం కాదు, లిటిల్ బిట్ ఏదైనా మంట వల్ల మనం చేయి కాలిపోయినా సరే దీనిపైన అప్లై చేయొచ్చు. So it is a fire extinguisher, right? These are the uses of baking soda. Next compound, washing soda. Washing soda, another name is battala soda. In Telugu, battala soda. What is the formula of washing soda? Na2CO3 10H2, sodium carbonate. And 10 water molecules are present. Okay, if water molecules are present in the salt, it is called water of crystallization, right? So what is the nature of sodium carbonate or washing soda? Is basic in nature. Basic nature is due to it is formed by the H2CO3 is a weak acid plus 2 moles of NaOH is used. It is a strong base. It gives 2 hydrogens, 2 OH, 2 H2O. Remaining 2 sodiums, 1 CO3, that is Na2CO3. So it is a salt of strong base and weak acid. So what is the strong nature here? Base is the strong nature. That's why NaH2CO3 is basic in nature. Now how to prepare? I already explained. When you heat the sodium bicarbonate, it gives sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. Now for the add some water molecules to the Na2CO3, it is converted to Na2CO3 10H2O. Now what are the uses of washing soda? Generally it is used in the manufacture of glass industries, soap industries and paper industries, and also manufacture of borax. Borax means Na2B4 O7. It is used for the beads, making beads. పూసలు తయారు చేయడానికి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ క్లీనింగ్ ఏజెంట్ ఇన్ డొమెస్టిక్ పర్పస్. మన ఇంట్లో దగ్గర దీన్ని కొన్ని సందర్భాల్లో క్లీనింగ్ ఏజెంట్ గా కూడా యూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ లాస్ట్ వన్ రిమూవింగ్ పర్మనెంట్ హార్డ్నెస్ ఇన్ వాటర్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇన్ వాటర్ టూ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ హార్డ్నెస్ ఆర్ దేర్, టెంపరరీ హార్డ్నెస్ అండ్ పర్మనెంట్ హార్డ్నెస్. Temporary hardness means is removed by just heating the water. That temporary hardness is removed. Temporary hardness means just carbonates, bicarbonates are present. Okay, but permanent hardness is removed by the reaction with sodium carbonate. Means any sulfates, chlorides, phosphates are present in the water. Those are removed by the reaction with Na2CO3. Okay, right. This is about washing soda. Next one, water of crystallization. Water of crystallization means if salts contains water molecules. Best example I will explain, Na2CO3 10H2O. If salt contains water molecules, it is called water of crystallization. Means a crystal type of compound is formed, Na2CO3 10H2O and CuSO4 5H2O, okay, and CaSO4 2H2O. These are the examples for water of crystallization. Now I will take CaSO4 5H2O for the activity. It is one of the most important activity in our syllabus. How to do the activity for water of crystallization? Take a dry test tube first. Take a dry test tube. Now take CuSO4 copper sulfate in the test tube. Actually, what is the color of CuSO4 5H2O? It is a blue colored salt. Blue colored salt. Take in the test tube. Now heat this test tube. Heat this test tube. After heating 2 or 3 minutes, that water molecules present in the CuSO4 are evaporated, and we observed at the walls of the test tube. Initially, which color we observed? Blue color. But after heating, that water molecules are evaporated. We observed only white color. Right? Completed. Now take it outside. Again add 1, 2 or 3 drops of water to this white colored CuSO4. Only CuSO4 means white color. But if water molecules are present, it is blue in color. So in this activity, first we are taking blue colored CuSO4 5H2O. After heating, that water molecules are evaporated. Which color we observed? White color only. Again add 2 or 3 drops of water to that CuSO4. It is again regained its original color, means blue color. It is simple explanation for water of crystallization. So water of crystallization means salts contains water molecules is called water of crystallization. And other examples, Na2CO3 10H2O, CaSO4 2H2O. But CaSO4 2H2O is called gypsum. What is this compound name? Gypsum. This compound name is gypsum. So gypsum is used in the making of cement. The quality and that cost of the cement depends upon the gypsum content. If that gypsum is present, that cement is very strong. And it takes more time for the hardness, but it is compared to salt material, it is very strong. So what is the formula of gypsum? CaSO4 2H2O. And one more compound is there. That compound is plaster of Paris. Last one, plaster of Paris. What is the simply POP, plaster of Paris? What is the formula of plaster of Paris? CaSO4 half H2O. Simply it is called calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means half. Hemihydrate water. Okay, how it is prepared? Very simple. Take gypsum. What is the gypsum formula? CaSO4 heated up to 373 Kelvin. It gives plaster of Paris plus 1.5 H2O. That reverse reaction gives gypsum. From gypsum to by using gypsum we can prepare plaster of Paris. If you use the plaster of Paris, we can prepare gypsum. And what are the uses of plaster of Paris? We know very well. For bone fractures, we use plaster of Paris only. Cement kattu antam kada. Double the chai kattu. Cement cut. It is not a cement. It is a plaster of Paris because it gives a smooth surface and it gives the perfect order to our bones. That is the first use. Second one, for statues, for a smooth surface and for some toys, it is used. Plaster of Paris is used. And one more example, intiki putti petta untam, putti godaki. It is also plaster of Paris. It gives the smooth surface to the wall. Okay, this is about acids, bases, and salts total lesson. Total 3 videos. Okay, all of you listen perfectly and read our material question and answers. I will send that which questions are you have to read perfectly and which are the most important. You have to complete it at home. This lesson, complete revision. Right? Thank you very much.